folks, hope you're ready for this one, because today we're focusing on the ever-curious world of AI shenanigans, with our two main combatants set to face off in what will likely be a bloody, bare-knuckle brawl that's been brewing for months. Setting up in opposite corners, we have OpenAI and the New York Times. They are dead set on duking it out over a copyright infringement lawsuit, and I guess the search for a large language model knows no bounds. Not even the law. Right, OpenAI? Anyway, round one, fight! Okay, friends, before we delve any deeper, let's take a quick pulse check. How many of you have actually been following the AI news lately? I know if you're watching this channel, you probably get a little bit of it here and there, but have you been looking at it? Are you using, being amused by, or ignoring AI? Drop a comment down below, let me know your thoughts on that, because I mean, AI's getting itself tangled in some really spicy lawsuits right now, and I'd love to know where you stand, because, well, I don't know that I'll know to the end of the video. So let's start here. OpenAI is an AI juggernaut. They're the ones behind ChatGPT, and they've found themselves smack dab in the middle of a legal tussle with the New York Times. Now, the Times is throwing down the gauntlet here. They're accusing OpenAI of actually snatching up their journalism without any kind of permission, or more importantly, without flashing some cash and sending it over to them. And as always, it's ultimately about the money. See, the folks over at OpenAI, on the other hand, have fired back. They're defending their actions by saying that they've been playing fair. They argue that using copyrighted content for AI training models is a-okay because it falls under the umbrella of fair use. But hang on a moment, there's a lot more. See, the Times is firing back saying that when prompted, ChatGPT would spit out New York Times quotes from articles, verbatim, which would be plagiarism, even to a Harvard president. What, too soon? Regardless, that is stolen work in their eyes, and OpenAI should be liable for that, financially, of course. Now, OpenAI's throwing some shade right back at the New York Times, suggesting that the prompts that were provided were intentionally crafted to get ChatGPT to spit out those specific excerpts. It's like they were kind of playing a twisted game of AI says, except instead of, doing the limbo or the cha-cha, they wanted the model to regurgitate some old articles, which it did. In other words, they assert that the Times is litigating here in very bad faith, and they may be. With the basic outline so far, do you think that AI using copyright content for training is fair game? How about the transcript for this particular video? How about your own college term papers? Of course, OpenAI isn't backing out without a fight. They're actually doubling down, saying that this whole charade was just a rare bug. They argue that any one single source, even the prestigious, that's a questionable term, New York Times, isn't significant for the AI's learning curve. They used innumerable numbers of data points to compile the large language model. Their argument being, hey, this isn't our main course, it's just a bite of the buffet. And in a lot of ways, they're right. Normally, I would be making predictions about outcomes here at this point in the video. On this one, though, I'm kind of stuck. I don't know that I've made up my mind yet. The Times makes a decent argument for getting paid, at the very least. But that would open the floodgates to everyone, and that would basically wipe out all the AI companies that are on the map. That doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. The only problem is the private AIs, like the one that I have on my laptop, they're kind of already out there in the wild, and they're not going anywhere. They're built on their own large language models, but a lot of them were borrowed from these other larger entities. Now, since we're almost at the finish line, how do you think this lawsuit's going to play out? Just drop your predictions down below, and we'll get to them over the next few weeks. Maybe I'll even do a community poll. I think that would be kind of fun as well. But no matter what happens here, there's a long list of lawsuits that are already pending against various AI endeavors for some pretty heavy hitters, not only in art, but also in literature, like George R.R. Martin. So this will be far from over, as every version of argument in any of these suits will be tried multiple times. Of course, I'm going to keep monitoring this situation. That's part of the things that I do here. And what's telling is, personally, despite my deep loathing for the New York crimes, I hope they win and they put AI back at least 100 years, because we're truly at the wrong point in history for it to be rearing its ugly head, and it has the potential to set humanity back thousands of years. Anyway, once again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below, and as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see ya!